Diabetes isn't just a sugar problem. It touches everything: energy, focus, mood, blood vessels, nerves, kidneys, eyes, and heart. But here's the empowering truth. Food is one of your most reliable levers. When you choose foods that are naturally rich in fiber, minerals, and protective compounds, you blunt the post-meal spike.com inflammation and train your cells to use insulin more intelligently. In today's deep dive, we're building a simple, delicious, doable plan around 3 powerhouse staples: oats, tempeh, and barley, plus the exact pairings, portions, and cooking moves that make them work noticeably better on your glucose meter. You'll get practical recipes, budget tips, a mini myths versus facts, and a one-day starter menu you can film and your audience can copy tonight. By the end, you won't just know what to eat. You'll know how to make it taste amazing while keeping your numbers steady. Let's get you strong, satisfied, and steady meal after meal. Oats. If you've written off oatmeal as carby, it's time to bring it back the right way. Oats are a whole grain MVP for people with diabetes because of their beta-glucanase-soluble fiber that forms a gentle gel in the gut, slows glucose entry, and keeps you satisfied. When you build the bowl correctly, hello protein, healthy fat, and spices, you transform oats from a sleepy breakfast into a blood sugar smart meal that powers your morning without the crash. What's happening under the hood? Beta-glucan slows gastric emptying, magnesium in oats helps insulin signaling, and B vitamins support nerve health and energy metabolism. Oats also nurture beneficial gut bacteria, prebiotic action, which feeds back into better insulin sensitivity and calmer inflammation. That's not abstract. Many people see smoother 1 and 2 hour post-meal readings with a properly constructed oat bowl. How to choose the right kind: steel cut, rolled, or groats. Beat instant every time. The less processed the flake, the slower the glucose rise, and the longer you stay full. Flavored packets often hide added sugar. Skip them and do your own seasoning with cinnamon, vanilla, or citrus zest. How much to eat? For most adults, 1 cup cooked about 20 to 40 grams dry is a sweet spot if you add protein and fat. On its own, a big bowl can run away on you. But an oat bowl fortified with Greek yogurt or a scoop of protein, plus chia or flax, behaves like a different meal. Make a tinned ideas your meter will likely like. Creamy power oats, simmer. Rolled oats in water or unsweetened almond milk. Stir in 1 to 2 teaspoons chia or ground flax, a scoop of Greek yogurt or vanilla protein, cinnamon, and a handful of walnuts. Top with a few thawed berries for color, fiber, and antioxidants. Savory oat risotto. Cook steel-cut oats in low-sodium broth with garlic and herbs. Finish with spinach, mushrooms, a spoon of Parmesan, and a soft-boiled egg. It eats like comfort. Food digests like a dream. Overnight oats that aren't a sugar bomb. Oats plus plain Greek yogurt plus chia plus cinnamon plus grated apple with the peel plus a pinch of salt. In the morning, add 6 to 8 almonds for crunch. Pro moves. Add acid lemon zest, a splash of apple cider vinegar in savory oats. Acidity can slow gastric emptying slightly and brightens flavor. Stir in seeds, chia, flax, hemp to boost fiber, and omega-3s. Keep fruit portions modest and whole, not juice. If you love bananas, use 3 to 4 thin slices for sweetness rather than plata mise. Rather than a whole banana. Budget and storage. Buy plain rolled or steel-cut oats in bulk. Store airtight in a cool, dry pantry. They're shelf-stable, affordable, and ready when you are. Tempeh is your plant-based protein with an extra gear. Unlike many soy products, tempeh is a whole food. Fermented cake of soybeans and sometimes grains or legumes bound by beneficial mold. That fermentation unlocks better digestion, delivers gentle probiotics, and tampers the glucose bump because tempeh is low-carb. High protein, high fiber, and naturally satisfying. Why it's a diabetes standout. Protein plus fiber slow down carb absorption from the rest of your plate. Magnesium supports insulin signaling and nerve function. And isoflavones from soy can act anti-inflammatory. Meanwhile, the probiotic effect supports a healthier gut microbiome, underrated lever for more stable glucose and less systemic inflammation. Flavor first. Tempeh drinks up marinades like a sponge. A quick steam 5 to 10 minutes before marinating. Mellows any bitterness and improves texture. From there, you can pants, sear, grill, bake, or air-fry, cook-once, eat-twice. Ideas: ginger garlic tempeh stir-fry. Steam sliced tempeh, then sear in a splash of avocado or olive oil. Toss with broccoli, bell pepper, snap peas, and a sauce of tamari, rice vinegar, ginger, and chili. Serve over cauliflower rice or a small scoop of barley. More on that next. Tempeh taco lettuce cups. Crumble tempeh and saute with onion, cumin, smoked paprika, and oregano. Spoon into romaine leaves with avocado, salsa, and a lime squeeze. Big flavor, minimal spike. Tempeh BLT bowl. Tempeh strips roasted with smoked paprika. Become your bacon. Layered over shredded cabbage, cherry tomatoes, avocado, and a Greek yogurt ranch. Crunchy, creamy, balanced, smart portions. 3 to 4 Oz, 85 to 113 g per meal. That gives you a solid protein anchor without crowding the plate. Pair with non-starchy vegetables and a modest serving of slow-carb whole grains if you want them. Tips: if you're new to soy, choose organic. Non-GMO tempeh. If you're soy sensitive, look for chickpea or black bean tempeh. Similar benefits, different flavor. Keep it refrigerated and use within a week of opening or freeze. Barley is the chewy, comforting grain that acts like a glucose shock absorber. Its superstar fiber beta-glucan again forms that same gel-like matrix that slows digestion and sugar absorption. But barley brings its own bonuses. Prebiotics that feed good gut bugs. Magnesium for insulin signaling, and a remarkably low glycemic impact when you choose whole or at least pearled barley. Why your heart loves it. 2. Beta-glucan helps lower LDL and supports healthier lipid patterns. For people with diabetes already at higher cardiovascular risk, that matters. Add potassium for blood pressure support and B vitamins for energy metabolism. And barley becomes more than a sided strategy. Which barley to buy? Hold. A whole barley keeps the bran layer and the most fiber. It's heartier and takes longer to cook. Pearled barley is more common, cooks faster, still brings meaningful fiber. Quick barley and flakes are handy for busy nights, but a bit more processed. Easy ways to get it on the table. Big batch barley base. Cook a pot on Sunday, 1 cup dry to approximately 3 cups cooked. Chill through the week. Scoop it into soups, toss into salads. Or warm as a side. Barley and lentil soup, onion, carrot, celery, garlic, tomatoes, thyme, and a bay leaf. Simmer barley and green or brown lentils until tender. Finish with a splash of lemon and parsley. It's hearty, inexpensive, and deeply stabilizing Mediterranean barley bowl. Warm barley with roasted eggplant and zucchini. Top with olives, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, feta, and a lemon olive oil dressing. Optional, grilled tempeh for extra. Protein, breakfast barley. Yes, really. Warm barley with cinnamon, a spoon of Greek yogurt, and chopped walnuts. Sweeten with a few blueberries if desired. Portion that plays nice with post-meal readings. 1/2 to 1 cup cooked barley. Surrounded by lots of non-starchy veg and a strong protein like tempeh, eggs, fish, chicken, or tofu. Barley is there to satisfy and steady, not dominate the plate. Simple. Pairing framework: use this every meal. Build every plate with this PFF pattern. Protein plus fiber plus fat. It's the simplest way to flatten glucose curves without counting. Every gram, protein, tempeh, eggs, Greek yogurt, fish, chicken, tofu fiber, oats, or barley modest portions. Non-starchy vegetables, chia, flax, hemp, legumes fat. The right kind, avocado, nuts, seeds. Extra virgin olive oil examples you can film step by step. Breakfast, savory oats with spinach, mushrooms, soft-boiled egg, and a drizzle of olive oil. Lunch, ginger garlic tempeh stir-fry over 1/2 cup warm barley. Lime wedge on the side. Snack, Greek yogurt with a spoon of ground flax and a few kiwi slices. Dinner, salmon or tofu over a chopped salad. 1/2 cup barley tossed in avocado slices. Lemon. Dessert-ish. Baked apple with cinnamon and 6 to 8 crushed almonds or walnuts. Myths versus facts. So you don't get tripped up at the store. Myth: oats are just sugar in disguise. Fact: plain oats with protein, fat, and spices create slower, steadier glucose curves than most boxed cereals or toast. Instant flavored packets are the problem. Make your own. Myth: soy is ultra-processed. Fact: tempeh is a whole food fermented soy. It's among the least processed ways to eat soy and delivers fiber, protein, and probiotic benefits. Myth: grains equals glucose spikes. Fact: whole high beta-glucan grains like barley in modest portions plus protein plus veggies often outperform refined grain meals and keep you fuller longer. Myth: fruit must be avoided with oats or barley. Fact: whole fruit in small amounts. Kiwi slices. Diced apple with peel plus protein and seeds can improve texture, flavor, and satiety without blowing up your curve. One day, starter menu. Copy, paste, and cook breakfast savory steel-cut oats. Cooked in low-sodium broth with garlic. Fold in sautéed spinach and mushrooms. Top with a soft-boiled egg, olive oil drizzle, and black pepper. Lunch, tempeh stir-fry ginger, garlic, tamari. Chili piled over 1/2 cup warm barley with a squeeze of lime. Side of quick cucumber salad. Rice vinegar, sesame seeds. Snack: plain Greek yogurt mixed with 1 TBSP, ground flax and a few slices of kiwi or a small handful of blueberries. Dinner: barley and lentil soup with lemon and parsley. Side salad with avocado, tomato, olives, and a light vinaigrette. Optional: extra tempeh strips or grai. Chicken for added protein. Evening wind down. Herbal tea. If you need something, few apple slices with 1 TBSP almond butter or 2 to 3 TBSP cottage cheese with cinnamon. Use your meter CGM at 1 hour and 2 hours after meals. Adjust portions of oats, barley, up or down until your post-meal numbers sit in your target range. Troubleshooting and personalization. Morning highs. Go savory at breakfast. Build oats like a risotto, egg or tofu plus veg plus olive oil. Afternoon slumps. Protein-forward snack. Tempeh strips, Greek yogurt with seeds, or an apple with nut butter instead of crackers. Late-night munchies. A half avocado with lime and sea salt, or cottage cheese with cinnamon. Satisfies without the sugar surge that disrupts sleep. Kidney concerns. Work with your clinician on potassium and protein targets. Adjust avocado and portions of legumes. Tempeh as needed. Taking insulin or seek smarter pairings can lower mealtime needs. Coordinate changes with your care team. How to make this stick. You don't need perfect. You need repeatable. Cook oats and barley once or twice per week. Keep a block of tempeh in the fridge. Pre-slice veggies. Stock cinnamon, lemon, lime, olive oil, and tamari. When the core pieces are ready, you'll assemble balanced meals in minutes. No emergency takeout. No mystery spikes. Conclusion notes: smooth the morning and feed your microbiome. Tempo anchors plates with clean protein, fiber, and probiotic power. Barley gives you chew, comfort, and steady energy. Together with the PFF pattern, they turn "what do I eat" into "I know exactly what works." one satisfying plate at a time. If this helped, drop your favorite combo in the comments. Savory oats, tempeh tacos, barley and lentil soup. And share this with someone who needs easy blood sugar-friendly meals that actually taste great.